I wanted to talk about Bruce Hornsby and the Range and uh, John Mayer and adult contemporary music. Um, I just listened to John Mayer's pretty recent album. What is it called? Let me look it up. Um, uh, Wait a minute, let me look it up. John, I wish I could edit these videos so I wouldn't have this. Um, his album Sob Rock. So, Sob Rock and Bruce Hornsby and the Range with the two. I've been listening to Bruce Hornsby and the Range's first album, which is called "The Way It Is," which is a very famous album. Um, I think these albums are similar in the sense that they're adult contemporary. Um, I really like adult contemporary music because it's not like hardcore or whatever. There's only so much hardcore music I can listen to. It's like I can't really listen to that much hardcore music. I mean like heavy metal or hardcore rock. I can't really listen to that kind of music normally, but I do listen to hardcore rap sometimes, but I don't really listen to that much hardcore rap either. That's like underground type rap, I guess you could say. But like I can't listen to something that's too like heavy on me. I like adult contemporary music that's like soft rock. That's why John Mayer titled his album Sob Rock. It sounds just like soft rock. Um, and so and so and so I don't know which album I like better. John Mayer's album Sob Rock, which he made 4 years ago in 2021, or Bruce Hornsby and the Range's album The Way It Is, which he made in 1986, which is about 20. It's about 29 years ago. I guess that was. So that was about 29 years ago. No, that was about 39 years ago. He made that. So that one's a lot older, and I'm sure John Mayer is watching. He's probably doesn't want to be compared to a much older musician, but I think that they're both good albums. I think John Mayer wants his music to sound older because he can't keep making the same uh, sound he was making in the early 2000s because that's not what people wanted to hear. People wanted to hear more like soft rock, like something that Bruce Hornsby would make or Christopher Cross would make or something like that. People like soft rock. Um, I think that um, John Mayer, his career is kind of in a wavy point. Like he's not as popular as he used to be, but he still has fans. I think his fans probably still like the album. It was still well received. It got like a 70 out of 100 on Metacritic. The album Sob Rock, and instead of like soft rock, it's like Sob Rock. Like he's crying into the songs, and it's music to make you cry or whatever, which is great. I love music to make you cry. Um, and Bruce Hornsby in the Range. Their first album, I think, that contains most of their hits they had in their career. I'm gonna listen to their next albums after this, after I record this video. But um, uh, they had a lot of their hits in their first album, and a lot of truly great songs. And I guess Bruce Hornsby went solo after like 1991 or something. I guess he went solo. He kind of left his band. I guess I don't know the details about that, but he's probably so talented he probably doesn't need his band. But it's amazing how adult contemporary music changed because in the 80s Bruce Hornsby was what adult contemporary music was, and then in the early 2000s John Mayer was what adult contemporary music was, and it was just like, but John Mayer is trying to sound more like Bruce Hornsby and stuff like that now in more recent times because he realized how classic that soft rock sound is, how memorable that soft rock is. Now, soft rock is different now than it used to be, and adult contemporary is very different now. It's stuff more my mom would like versus stuff that I would like. I like an '80s sound. My mom more likes a '70s rock sound, but or '70s pop sound, but whatever you want to call it. I like both these albums. They're both really good. I'm trying to get better at music criticism, but what I always say when I do music criticism is I always say both albums are really good, and you should listen to both of them. I'm trying to get better at music criticism, and I'm trying to come out with more words to say about it. Because if I can say more about it, then people would have more stuff to agree with me or disagree with me in the comments. Please leave a comment below if you would disagree with me or agree with me. Let's have a conversation about these musicians, Bruce Hornsby in the Range and John Mayer. They're both great musicians. They're both fantastic. I've always liked them. I wasn't a huge John Mayer fan originally when he first came out, but I like this recent album from Sob Rock more than his old albums because it's more touching what I like about 80s music the most. I love 80s music, so that's why I'm really happy he made this album. I'm not sure if he came out with another album in 2026. I'm not sure what it sounds like. I haven't listened to it yet. There's so much music to listen to. There's always so much music to listen to. I never even know where to start. But I started with these albums. So I want to make a video about adult contemporary music. I wanted to talk about adult contemporary music for a while on this channel because I love adult contemporary music. It's something soft, it's something relaxing, something chill, something you can groove to. But it's not something heavy, not something you want to carry around like a weight or something. I like I, excuse me, I like soft rock a lot. Um, I like adult contemporary music. Anyway, so thank you everyone for watching. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of John Mayer and Bruce Hornsby in the Range. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.